Welcome back, everyone. So, wanted to talk about cutting some legs in a way that are asymmetrical in nature. So, cutting a simple taper doesn't really work here. So, if you can see my drawing down here, which you cannot, here we go. So, for the bottom of this leg, I've got this little detail that I'm trying to replicate. And so, full-size drawings, again, I'm going to be a broken record if anybody understands that reference. But full-size drawings make this stuff happen. And if I didn't have full-size drawings, everything just gets a lot harder. So, got my leg here. I am using this as a practice or a demo piece so I can understand the geometry and how this is going to lay out, more importantly, how it's going to look. For the real leg, I would have cut my joinery up top. I would have them cut to the final length, and I'd be ready to go for doing this next step. So translating this shape onto the leg, I've created a little template, and the template is going to be my best friend for making sure that I can have this thing repeatable for every step of the way. It's very easy to start to lose your way if you have one, or if you do this thing where you cut out one leg and use that as your template on all of them, and then it starts to become a little bit less accurate with every step of the way. Alright, so I want this to have the shape on this leg, but I also need to rotate this around. This is going to be the outside corner of the leg. I have a little box drawn here, so I know that that box goes towards points towards the inside of the table. So in doing that, I have, starting off with a template I've drawn out this way, now I'm rotating this thing around so that I can get repeated curves that line up and helps me to look like I know what I'm doing, which is important. Okay, so now I have those two things. That looks good, that looks good. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Okay, so there's no table saw in the world that will be able to cut this, so I have to be strategic about where I make these cuts. So I'm going to go to the bandsaw. And I just want to make sure that I'm drawing things in such a way that I know I'm not losing my mind. That looks pretty good. Okay. Cool. Let me set up the bandsaw. I'll see you in one sec.